the journey of earning and spending, how to live peacefully in the flow of society. All of us go to work, earn money, and cover our living expenses. Society, with its endless flow, pulls everyone into the perpetual cycle of responsibilities, work, and unavoidable spending. We are not outside this flow. But how can this journey become less exhausting and stressful? No one can choose the family they are born into, whether wealthy or not. That is fate. However, we can choose how we live, spend, and work to ensure that this journey is enjoyable and meaningful, rather than being overwhelmed by fatigue and pressure. Accepting reality and finding contentment for inner peace. One of the main reasons people feel stressed in life is due to comparison and unlimited ambition. We often look at others and think we need more to feel happy. The truth is, not everyone needs to have a lot of money to live peacefully. Contentment is an essential lesson often emphasized in Buddhism. When you recognize that you have enough to meet your basic needs, you will feel more at ease. Instead of overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion just to achieve distant material goals, pause and ask yourself, what do I really need to live happily? For example, do you need an expensive car to feel confident, or simply a vehicle that meets your daily commuting needs? Being content doesn't mean giving up on dreams, but setting reasonable limits to live more comfortably with what you already have. Practical tips. Practice writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This will help you recognize the value of what you already have instead of focusing on what you lack. Set realistic financial goals based on your income rather than societal expectations. Planning and managing finances effectively. Financial stress often stems from a lack of control over spending. Many people feel they work hard but never have enough because money flows away too quickly. Creating a spending plan not only helps you use your resources efficiently, but also reduces anxiety about the future. Divide your income into clear categories: essential expenses, housing, food, savings, investments, and personal spending. A common principle is 50-30-20, where 50% is for basic needs, 30% for personal wants, and 20% for savings. For instance, Lisa, an office worker in the city, used to live paycheck to paycheck despite having a high salary. After tracking her expenses, she realized she was wasting a lot on unnecessary things like buying discounted items she didn't need or dining out luxuriously with friends every week. Once she changed her habits and created a reasonable budget, Lisa not only saved money, but also felt less stressed. Finding joy in the journey of earning money work is not just a means to earn a living, it is an integral part of our lives. However, if work becomes a source of stress and fatigue, the journey of earning money can become much heavier. Instead of working solely for money, seek deeper values in what you do. For example, Mark, a carpenter, initially found his job monotonous because he repeatedly fulfilled the same customer requests. But rather than focusing solely on profit, Mark began to add creativity to his projects, crafting unique items with a personal touch. This not only made him love his work more, but also helped him attract more customers thanks to his distinct style. Practical tips. Choose a job that aligns with your values and personal interests. When you find meaning in your work, stress will naturally decrease. Focus on the process rather than just the results. Instead of only thinking about your paycheck, consider the skills you're learning and the relationships you're building. Enjoying simple joys. Life doesn't always require grand pleasures or expensive items to feel fulfilling. Simple daily joys can bring immense satisfaction if you know how to appreciate them. Think about the warmth of sitting with your family over a cozy dinner, the comfort of sharing a cup of coffee with friends, or the sense of accomplishment after completing a personal project. These moments don't cost much, but carry tremendous emotional value. A study from Harvard University shows that long-term happiness doesn't come from wealth or status, but from relationships and simple experiences in life. This means you don't need a lot of money to feel happy. You just need to spend time on what truly matters, letting go of perfection. One of the reasons many people feel pressured in life is because they strive for perfection, an ideal job, a high income, a flawless life. But the truth is, no one is perfect, and setting unrealistic expectations only makes you more exhausted. Learn to let go of the idea that you need to achieve everything to be happy. Living fully in the present and enjoying what you have is the best way to avoid unnecessary stress. Buddhist insight. The Buddha taught that attachment to desires and expectations is the root of suffering. Spend smartly to achieve a happy life. Insights from daily life and Buddhist philosophy. Happiness is the ultimate goal that everyone aspires to. Yet we often find ourselves caught up in the cycle of money and material possessions, forgetting that true happiness lies not in the size of our bank account or luxurious items, but in how we use our resources to build a balanced and meaningful life. Smart spending is not just a financial skill, but also an art of living, helping us steer clear of material pressures and find joy in simplicity. Buddhist philosophy, particularly the concepts of contentment, santuti, and mindfulness, sati, offers profound lessons on how to use money wisely to achieve long-lasting peace. Understanding the value of money, a tool, not the goal. In today's society, money is often viewed as the measure of success. However, in Buddhism, money is simply a tool to support life, not the ultimate goal. Right livelihood, one of the principles of the Noble Eightfold Path, teaches that earning and using money should be done ethically and without harm to oneself or others. For example, Emily, an office worker in London, once made the mistake of overspending on luxury items to keep up with friends. She believed owning these items would bring admiration and boost her confidence. However, after months of facing debt and financial stress, she realized that the satisfaction these items brought was fleeting. Emily began adopting a spend for true value mindset. As a result, she reduced her stress, saved a significant amount of money, and redirected her resources toward meaningful goals, such as learning new skills and supporting her family. Buddhist insight. The Buddha emphasized that attachment to money and possessions is a source of suffering. Recognizing money as a means rather than an end allows us to use it more wisely and find peace in the process. Practicing mindfulness in spending. Pause before every decision. Mindfulness is a fundamental Buddhist teaching, urging us to be aware of our actions in every moment. This principle can also be applied to financial management. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it bring long-term value? Jack, a software engineer, used to get caught in the habit of upgrading his smartphone every year, even though the older models still worked perfectly fine. After learning about mindfulness, he created a rule for himself. Every purchase must have a clear purpose and long-term use. This change allowed him to save a substantial amount of money, which he invested in learning new languages, a skill that eventually led to career advancement. Buddhist insight. Mindfulness helps us avoid impulsive consumerism driven by emotions. It encourages thoughtful spending, ensuring that we focus on what truly matters. Saving, practicing contentment and preparing for the future. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha teaches that those who practice contentment, santuti, always find peace, regardless of how much they possess. Saving is a manifestation of contentment, enabling us to prepare for the future while reducing unnecessary worries. Sophia, a primary school teacher, exemplifies this principle. Every month, she sets aside a portion of her income as savings, not to hoard wealth, but to ensure financial security during emergencies. Thanks to her savings, Sophia was able to handle a major home repair after a storm without financial stress. She shares, "Saving isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind." Buddhist insight. Saving reflects the practice of contentment and helps us let go of attachment to excessive material desires. It not only brings stability, but also fosters a lighter, simpler way of living. Spending with purpose, investing in spiritual and personal growth. Happiness doesn't solely come from meeting material needs, but also from nurturing the spirit and connecting with deeper values. Spending with purpose means directing money toward experiences and opportunities that bring lasting joy and fulfillment. John, a young entrepreneur, decided to allocate a portion of his income to exploring nature instead of investing in luxury cars. He shared, "Traveling to natural landscapes helped me realize the smallness of my existence and the beauty of each moment, things money can't buy." Additionally, John regularly donates to local charities, which he feels brings him a sense of purpose far greater than owning material goods. Buddhist insight. In the spirit of generosity, dana, sharing resources not only helps others but also enriches our compassion and inner peace. Avoiding debt. Maintaining mindful spending. Debt is not only a financial burden but also a mental one, disrupting peace of mind and creating unnecessary stress. Buddhism teaches that before making significant decisions, one should practice right thought, sammasankappa, carefully considering the consequences. Laura, a small business owner, once made the mistake of borrowing heavily to invest in untested ideas. When the projects failed, she not only faced financial strain, but also immense mental pressure. After that experience, Laura adopted a new approach. She carefully planned her finances and only borrowed when absolutely necessary. Today, she manages her personal and business finances more effectively, maintaining her peace of mind. Buddhist insight. Avoiding unnecessary debt is a practical way to practice mindfulness and contentment, freeing us from the cycle of stress and worry caused by financial obligations. Living simply, reducing consumption, increasing happiness. Living simply is not just a lifestyle trend, but a practice deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy. Reducing excessive possessions allows us to focus on what truly matters. Michael, a graphic designer, once owned countless gadgets, many of which sat unused in storage. After adopting a minimalist lifestyle, he sold or donated items he didn't need, and kept only those that served a meaningful purpose. This change not only saved him money, but also created a more peaceful and organized living space, which he found to be mentally refreshing. Buddhist insight. Letting go of material attachment frees us from financial and emotional burdens, offering a sense of freedom and serenity. Finding happiness through smart spending. Smart spending is more than a financial strategy. It is a way of life, a way to use money to create value for both the material and spiritual aspects of our existence. By applying Buddhist principles such as mindfulness, contentment, and generosity, we can live simply, reduce stress, and enjoy a more meaningful life. Remember, happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from knowing how to appreciate and use what we already have. Smart spending allows us to nurture peace not just for ourselves, but for those around us as well. Let every penny you spend contribute to lasting happiness for you and your community.